Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Dead Rising playthrough. And this
Frank, can't you read? It's staff only. Are you staff?
I'm staff on newspaper.
Good enough.
No, he's not. He's freelance. He said that last
Oh yeah,
part.
that's
Then
right.
get out.
Oh shoot, get out of
Get
here,
out.
Frank. Looks like you're zombie chow. Sorry, buddy. Also, they're lucky that they just happened to have a welding torch in the janitor's closet.
Wait, is that the old guy from The Shining?
Those things are in the mall.
Is he now?
We better not use this door.
Oh, I forget his name. Was it Curtis? No, it was
Otis?
Otis. That's it, Otis.
Yeah.
Otis is a sweet old man who helps you throughout the entire game.
They'll get us back in
So he's a great and sweet character who's lovable, but fuck him, I hate him so much because he never freaking stops calling you on the walkie-talkie. And every time, like, you get hit by a zombie mid-conversation, he's like, "Don't hang up on me, that's rude." And I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's the one thing I hate about Otis. It's like, and it's not even just like if you get hit by a zombie, you can't even like switch your weapons out. Because like if you try to cycle your weapons just to put like orange juice or drink it or something, you turn off the radio. And then Otis gets cut off, and then he rings you up a little bit later being like, "Hey, it's rude to cut me off."
not to mention that every single message that he calls you for is like 5 hours long. So you just have to kind of sit there and wait for the text to scroll.
Yeah.
You can't even like speed it up. That is one thing that they very much improved in Dead Rising 2, where if you if you get a call, it's like one text box long, and I think even if like you get hit or something in the middle of the call, when you pick the phone back up, Chuck says something like, "Sorry, what was that?" Which is like
Yeah.
a cute little thing. This game is janky in a lot of ways because this was 2006 and we didn't know how to make video games yet. You'd think that we would because we'd been doing it for 30 years by this point, but no, we didn't know how to make.
More like Capcom didn't give Infinity a lot of money for this game.
No, this game had a weird development where the game was effectively a tech demo for the Xbox 360 and for, oh, I forget the name of their engine, but the engine that they were making this game for. It's the same one that they made Star Ocean with?
Lost Planet?
Lost Planet, thank you. That's it. Yeah.
And I thought it's a really good tech demo that I still like it to this day. So I think they succeeded at what they were doing.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it helps that it's not a very long game.
No, so the game runs on a timer. I think like each in-game hour is like no, it's not really 5 minutes, but
It's about 10 to 15.
Yeah, so each in-game, like the whole game takes you like less than 10 hours to complete if you don't die, pretty much. And the game is more based on replaying it so that you can do all of the stuff that you're supposed to do in the mall and save all of the people within one playthrough, as opposed to, like the game having a bunch of like extra content at the end, pretty much. So that's kind of where the big Majora's Mask things come from, where it's one of those things where you need to memorize the layout of the mall and try to learn how you're supposed to like kind of track your progress through
What to do,
and, like,
when, and in what order.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, once you like learn the layout of the mall, you start being able to find where all the cool things are. Also, this is actually important if you want to save everybody. You need to take a picture of the vent. So later in the game, these people are like, "Oh, I don't believe that you have a hideout. Take a picture of it, and then I'll believe you." And if you don't actually have it on you at that point, you have to go all the way back to the vent and take the picture and then come back, which is a pain in the ass. So I just take a picture of that every time and then lock it so it doesn't automatically.
I feel a strange urge to take a picture of this event.
Yeah, this will get
I've covered wars, but this is going to be my greatest photo yet.
Frank, you're fired.
But I gave you
Sweet,
photos.
Natalie and I
Photos of
have joined our
Spider-Man.
party.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, God.
See, Natalie Cass talk to the manager.
So, is one of the weapons seriously a soccer ball? You can go walk on these
Yes.
bastards.
It gets
Oh, yeah.
gets better. Don't just wait. It gets pretty much everything you can see that's interactable is
Is a weapon.
Like-
which is like one of the big hooks of the
Or
game.
you could use the orange juice container to whack zombies.
So
Yeah, you can pick up that shelf there, the baseball bat. Just the weapons you end up getting are pretty ridiculous. Like, we have the golf club here, and the golf club doesn't. You don't like whack people with the golf club. You use
hit
the
golf
golf
club.
ball
You hit
to
golf balls at them.
balls at them. And it's one of the better weapons in the early game.
So does the game end with an explosion like Happy Festival fireworks?
No,
Not really.
Not really. No, there is explosions though. Don't worry.
Yeah, the Willamette doesn't get bombed, surprisingly, but
They learned
do,
after Raccoon City.
They do clean up. Let's say that.
Yeah. Yeah. So the different weapons are part of what make this game really fun for me because I also love that you get the frozen vegetables in the box there, and if you find a microwave, you can put the frozen vegetables in the microwave and cook them, and then they heal more. But if you take too long to actually cook them, they melt, and then they're just vegetables.
Yes, Otis. What do you want, Otis?
Well, back in the day, we called it mall the shopping center.
You kids today in your department stores. Also, yeah, you have to let the message entirely finish before you leave the room for Otis to count it as being finished. Otherwise, you go to the next area, and then he's like, "You didn't let me finish my message. Now, I wanted to talk about my grandkids."
Okay.
Back then, we had onions on our belt, which was the style at the time.
Wait, onions? Like, cut or uncut?
Simpsons reference.
And this is the cutscene with the line. The
The
that
line's
everyone
coming up
knows.
right now.
Yeah.
Also, Frank's lucky that he didn't get shot right there.
The end.
She's lucky she didn't get brained with a fire extinguisher. Those things are heavy.
Oh, yeah, no. Most of the zombies can take a hit to the face with one of them, but then again, they don't feel pain.
Yeah. But it's a big heavy metal thing. It's gonna crack some skulls, you know.
That's against regulations.
Yeah, well,
A civilian, madam. Do you know who I am?
those regulations, kid.
You know how to use this?
Oh, wait, here
Here
it
we go.
comes. Here's the line.
Kinda.
Yay!
Yay, we have an internet meme! Woo!
And he says that in every game he's in.
Which is weird because he only says it like once or twice in this game. I don't know how it got like associated with him.
It's just the delivery because Frank's acting is very hammy. So he's like, I've covered wars, like he's trying to be very, very persuasive, but it's like, okay, Frank, yes, I'm sure you had a great time waiting in that bunker 3 miles behind where the fighting was. Yes, that was very brave of you, Frank.
Hey, I was there when Tony Stark was making his suit with a box of scraps.
So anyway, welcome to Willamette Mall. Nice watch there, Frank. Anyway,
It's a knockoff Rolex.
Realistically, though, and real talk, if you were...
Yeah, sir, boss.
Oh, hey, Sirbot.
Also, this is the most unrealistic mall in the world because it has Sirbot merchandise.
man, see, what are you guys whining about? Mega Man Legends 3 came out. Weird genre shift, I will admit. But,
Anyway,
This is the alternate universe.
realistically, though, real talk, if you were a journalist covering a war, you probably would, at the bare minimum, take some weapons training and carry a sidearm with you just in case shit went down wherever you happened to be, because there's a very real possibility.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he means by kinda, aka he shot enough bullets to pass that exam and then never did it again. Also, hello, Teddy Bear. Goodbye, Teddy Bear.
You got
that.
you got orange juice, the biggest speedrunning tool in this game.
Orange juice is amazing in this game. It's like literally one of the... Oh, God, thank you.
It's one of the best healing items in the game, yeah.
Yeah, it's a full heal. I think it heals like 4 or 5 blocks of health, which is like almost half.
4
Also,
blocks.
there's a hidden gun up there, just so you know. I'm not really going to be using it because I want to save it for later, but there's weapons that you would normally find later in the game hidden around early on. Like, I think on one of the, on top of the, overhang tarp thing over there, there's a katana, which is also pretty good.
The best sword in the world, don't you know?
I think
And
it
if you're
actually
new to
does
this
have
game-
less
Why did
durability
that?
than the normal
Why did
ones.
that picture register as horror when it featured a zombie in a Servbot mask as the centerpiece?
Because at least one zombie was scary. Also, the CDs are great.
The
'Cause you just
CDs are ninja stars.
Well, I mean, it's 2006. What are you else going to be using these things for?
oh yeah, no, we better get this sewer drain clogging plastic out to have some good use before the apocalypse destroys us all. It like literally is better than the actual gun though, because you can just throw 2 at them and then they die versus having to aim for headshots with the pistol.
In 2006,
Yeah.
you actually did see a lot of CD players still around, and
Yeah, but this was the time when iPods were coming out, and you were like, "Oh right, we can just put like all our music on a portable drive," and it's like way more
in
convenient.
2006 it was more like iPods. Those are expensive. I'm just gonna keep using the CD player I already own. It was more like
Now, remember Zunes?
oh god.
Well,
Yes.
It's funny you guys are mentioning technology when this game came out, because I remember a big issue with Dead Rising when it first hit the Xbox 360 was that no one had an HD TV when they got their 360. You know, a lot of people waited to get HD TVs, and the fonts on Dead Rising was a little too small for people playing this on a CRT.
yeah.
That they had trouble even reading what the characters were saying.
I had that problem with my first few 360 games as well.
I didn't know. I thought that the 360 didn't even let you play the game without HDMI, or am I thinking of something
No, no.
else?
No, they came with RCA's.
Okay.
Yeah, well, all the systems in that generation had composite
Composite.
and component.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, the Wii obviously didn't have HDMI. PS3 and 360 did have HDMI out. It's just most people didn't have HD TVs for the most part, so
I didn't get my first HD TV probably. Well, I should say my parents didn't get an HD TV probably until like 2010. I think was probably.
seriously,
Boomerang.
a boomerang.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. It gets better.
Is there weapon
Or worse.
durability in this game?
Yes, there is. So no one weapon stays around for too long. So you're encouraged to keep on picking.
I
up
learned
new
this from
ones.
an effeminate guy in a green tunic.
Yeah, like
Can't
right
be
now
more
we're
than-
throwing soda cans at people. I thought those were a health item.
A
at
bowling
first.
ball.
Yes, perfect spot.
Strike.
Okay, no, I really would have loved it if for the bowling ball, he did like the Fred Flintstone like twiddle toe run up to with it, and then he throws it. Yeah.
Hi, Otis. I'm a little preoccupied at the moment. I just lawn mowed some zombies. They're not happy. They thought that I should have cut their feet a little bit shorter, which, you know, I don't blame them for that. So, yeah, you're going to have to be quick about it. Okay, thank you. Also, one of my favorite things about this
It's time
game...
to take out the trash.
One of my favorite things about this game is, like, if you throw the garbage can at people, sometimes stuff will pop out. And some of the things make sense, like you'll get potato chips or an apple or something. But sometimes there's just, like, a knife or a gun in there. And I'm like,
Oh God.
okay, this is what Japan thinks of America, isn't it?
Oh God, I just
Yeah,
realized
basically.
we're not just looking at every pop culture journalist ever written. We're looking at every anime journalist ever written, where they insist on saying the word scoop all the time.
Yeah, it's the combination of the worst parts of East and West journalism.
Does,
What are you wearing?
dude,
It's a Survives, made from the biggest game ever. Don't you know? What?
Are you going to be able to shoot at him? I don't know. I can't see in this thing. It's okay. The last game I was in, this guy in a red suit taught me how to do a arachnid vision. I think I'll be okay.
All right, I'll cover you from here. You need to stick to.
And again, this is where like I feel like being under-leveled kind of shows you how tough this game can be when like you got to take out Carlito really early on in the game.
Oh yeah, because he doesn't have the sniper rifle yet, but it feels like it because while you're trying to run after him,
Busy dodging your bullets and
Brad here doesn't do a very good job at distracting Carlito. So while you're trying to run up and whack him in the face, because I don't think your gun even has enough ammo to kill him at this point, because the pistol really is one of the worst weapons in the game. So you basically just have to walk up and smack him in the face with whatever you have. And
counting on you.
he will most likely kill you the first time you try to do this. I certainly died. And if you didn't make there's no restroom nearby, which is also weird because this is the food court. Willamette Mall makes no sense.
Yeah, really.
The nearest restroom is on the complete other end of Wonderland Plaza, not in the food court where you think.
Oh, so the designer of this was a big fan of like Theme Park Tycoon or whatever.
Not to mention that there's shopping carts in parts of the mall where the only way out has stairs. Hey, Carlito, how many golf balls do you think I can hit at you? I think I can get at least 4.
Damn it, Frank.
My shins! Oh my god!
Smacking me right in the ass.
Oh god, oh god!
Yeah, the golf ball did more damage than the gun.
I mean, the golf ball will leave quite the welt.
I imagine so would a bullet.
Also, the aiming controls just suck. This
Oh,
is
they're
not
pretty
meant
bad.
to be a first-person shooter, you know?
No, they're better in 2, but they also underpowered the guns in order to make up for the fact that you can actually control them. Because if you get like the shotgun in this game or the machine gun, the control's awful, but they're really great at mowing down enemies. It's just a matter of you have to actually aim, which is terrible.
What do you start off with? 4 health when this game begins?
4 or 5 health. I think you
I
have
think
like
you start out with 5.
you have like 4 inventory slots. Oh wait, it's okay though. I can just chug a whole bottle. Oh god damn it! Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, there
Trying
we
to
go.
drink.
That's another thing that Dead Rising 2 also has, is that if you drink too much alcohol, you get sick and start puking everywhere.
So you'll be trying to run from zombies, and then you'll just stop to go. Just
Also,
throw
you
up
can't
everywhere.
eat the food out of the trash cans anymore because it's specifically spoiled, and you'll also get sick trying to eat that too.
As one
Dead
would
Rising is
expect.
the king of like these little attention to details, you know?
Yeah, it's weird though, because again, there's so much attention to detail and stuff that doesn't matter, which I appreciate. But then there's just stuff that just does not make sense in the main story. Like, we'll get to it. Ow, my face. All right,
My sir butt
Carlito.
face.
Stop shooting me.
Don't worry, I'll just chug some more OJ.
So yeah, so you technically can't kill Carlito here. I think it's impossible. I think like once you get him down-
Away!
All right, we're just not gonna go after him anymore. All right. All right, Frank. You're wearing a coat. You can't stick your gun there. Just gonna let you know
Frank,
that.
you met him earlier. It was Carlitos. No, I literally can't tell who that is. I can't see.
Well,
Okay, Benny. My name's Brad. Gesundheit.
thanks for your help. The name's Brad.
Frank West, cover of Wars.
Frank West.
See, Frank doesn't even know he's extending his hand.
Frank? What? I'm greeting you.
Sorry.
Yes.
I've got nothing to tell you.
That is what
I'm
we
gonna-
humans do.
Look,
I can't.
I don't know what Jesse told you. As far as I'm concerned, we're through working together.
But what about my scoop?
You cover your zombie story and leave
What, you don't trust me?
us.
If you want to scoop, the ice cream parlor's on the other side.
I can't see it. Where? You're gonna have to direct me. All right. Okay, I'm gonna start turning left. My left, not your left. And when I'm facing it, say stop. Okay.
Where did you
You
take
help
it?
me, I help you.
I like to imagine. I don't know what's better, the Servbot face there or the actual face Frank makes when you don't have it on. But yeah, so since the picture preview is so small on that camera, I like to believe that it's just a picture of nothing. And then Brad's just like, wait, hold on, what is it? And it's just like, wait, yeah, that's definitely a picture of the doctor. Yup, 100%.
I try. You got a point.
This is like some really badly parodied superhero thing where like the hero's like in his costume or something. He's trying to look intimidating to the law enforcement.
Let's work together.
It's just like Superman's like, you guys can't handle this. Take it, I'll take it from here. It's just like, you're literally wearing footy pajamas, man.
And yes, we are looking for the man in that picture.
You're with Homeland Security. Is that guy a terrorist or something?
What, the old guy? Oh, is that the picture I was showing you? Sorry, I can't see.
Took that picture in the
When he said, "Is that guy a terrorist or something?" I think he was referring to what's his name?
Carlito. But yeah, the last picture we saw on screen was the old man, so.
Well, he pointed
Frank,
back
what's
in
with
the
all
way.
this pictures of the wall and a zombie wearing a mask and a bowling ball? Frank, what is with your pictures here, dude?
Covered wars, you know.